Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds and a Podcast. Today we are doing something a little different. I was telling Kacie we were brainstorming episode ideas and I told her this is probably like the YouTuber in me because I've been doing not only making YouTube videos for so long, but also I've watched a lot of YouTube. I love a good like what I pack for trips or essentials for, blah blah blah, and a good haul. So we're going to kind of talk essentials for various situations. We're getting into concert season, festival season, theme park season. So, and travel season coming up in the
Yes.
spring, summer era. So I figured we just kind of go through various essentials in various situations. So why don't we start with, since we were both talking about concerts, why don't we start with concert essentials? Now, I'm going to give y'all some background. I come from a family who literally packs everything that you could possibly need at any given time.
No, literally, like your family would be the best people to be with in like a survival situation. Like,
Yes.
car goes off the road, you're stuck in the woods. Like, thank God I'm with Jamie's family. I am making it out alive. We got
And
this.
so yeah, like the family's always got it. So I come from like that's like my background, and I feel like Kacie, your background is very like you're gonna have every like between you and your mom every kind of snack that you could imagine.
We have like the random assortment of things, but like we
Yeah.
always have snacks and drinks. Like that's what me and my mom did. We're like, you got
Yes.
snacks? We got snacks.
So I've never been to a music festival. I'm going to put that out there. I've never done like an all day festival thing. I've only been to like a concert in a stadium. And a lot of my essentials have changed because now, at least in California anyways, you can't hardly take anything with you into the venue. You have to have a
No.
clear bag, and most of the time you can't take liquids. It's very like airport security-esque now, which is annoying. But honestly, for a concert, I feel like most of the time my essentials are I'll take a jacket with me, but most of the time I will not end up wearing it because it gets after everybody like starts dancing and moving and singing, it gets very hot even when it's freezing when you first come in. So I normally end up taking a jacket, the smallest purse that I could find with like lipstick, my wallet, and I think that's pretty much it for like an indoor
Yeah, I feel
concert.
like concerts, like especially like smaller concerts or indoor concerts, like you really don't need that much stuff. It's like once you get
Mhm.
to like the outdoors and like the festivals is when you like need to bring things. Like I think when I go to concerts, I bring like what I normally bring.
Yeah, just your
Like I
everyday
like yeah,
travel.
like my wallet, keys, phone, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um maybe like some ibuprofen cuz like I usually get a headache.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I normally
Yeah.
carry ibuprofen on me all the time anyways.
Yeah,
It's
me
just
too.
part of
Me
the
too. I
everyday
always have it with
essential.
me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Like, yeah, I feel like concerts, like, you don't really need to bring a lot of stuff in, unless you're like going to an outdoor one. But even okay, I went to the Avenged Sevenfold concert and it was outdoors, and I had lawn seats because they were already like super expensive. But they wouldn't let me bring in a chair. I couldn't bring in like a little chair, which is fine. That makes sense. Okay. But I couldn't bring
Yeah.
in a blanket either.
Really?
I was on
That's
yeah, like
weird.
they wouldn't let me bring in a blanket. I was like, so I just have to raw dog this ground, like the dirt
The
and the
dirt and
grass.
the
Like
grass?
I was wearing a
Ew,
dress and like
icky.
fishnets and stuff. I was like, I'm not sitting on this. Like what?
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
that's
Yeah,
crazy. Like you can't even bring a blanket in. I was like, okay, that's a little
that's a bit
okay.
extreme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're not going to let people bring that in, then you need to provide that. Like,
Yeah. I'm like,
rent
this
a
grass is
blanket for
gross.
$3. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Or I can
okay,
understand
whatever.
too, like, okay, if you have lawn seats, you can bring a blanket, but any other seat cannot bring a blanket. Like that, I would
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It was
like,
weird
they're
because I
like,
went,
just
like,
sit on
I've
the
been to
floor.
outdoor concerts. Yeah. They're like, just sit on this wet, like, gross grass that
Yeah.
everyone's been walking over. I'm like, that's cool. That's gross.
Okay, so have you been to? I know you're going to a music festival this
I
year.
am going to a festival. Yes.
Have you been to a festival before? You went to Warp Tour, didn't you?
I
I
did
feel
go to
like.
Warped Tour.
Okay.
That one, like, I don't really count because I went there, like, with a band. Like, I got, like,
Mm,
tickets, like, through the band. So, like, I
yeah.
didn't really go, like, I just kinda went because I was like, "It's free," you know?
Yeah.
But I I am going, I think we might have talked about this. I'm going to Sick New World in Las Vegas this
Mm-hmm.
year,
Nice.
and I actually have learned a lot from other people, like, that have gone, because last year, I think, was the first year they ever did the Sick New World,
Mm-hmm.
but I have learned for festivals, there's lots of rules, but I've learned sunscreen and scalp sunscreen are an
Oh, or a
absolute
hat.
must. Yeah,
Yeah.
a hat or a scalp sunscreen. I learned that
Yeah.
recently. I was like, that's good to know because I am like the palest person ever, and like 5 seconds in the sun, I'm burned. And I
Yeah.
never think about like my head. And I was like, that is smart because like I would not have thought of that.
Yeah, because I have had my scalp fried
Ugh, yeah,
from
it's
the
not
sun
fun.
before, and it's not fun. And then you're gonna be
Yeah,
sweaty, which makes I feel like makes the sunburn even worse because now you've got
yeah.
liquid in your scalp too, and it's just oh no.
I also learned, so like at least for Sick New World, like you can bring in an empty water bottle. So
Nice.
like it has to be like a clear one. It can't be like a metal one, but I feel like that, I mean, I if you ever see me, just a little side fact, if you ever see me and I don't have a water bottle with me, like my Stanley cup or my hydro flask, call the police. Something is wrong. Like I always have that thing with me, and I always have it filled with ice and water because I'm a little princess.
And it's
Um,
huge. Both of the
it's
ones she
huge.
has are the big, like 40 ouncer ones, so it's giant.
Yeah. So, like a water bottle, especially like an amusement park or like a festival or anything like that, is
Mm-hmm.
essential for me because otherwise you're going to be paying like $5, $6 for a water bottle, like a small one at those places.
A
So,
regular sized
like
water
a
bottle,
regular, yeah,
yeah.
like a regular, like I think it's like a 16 ounce, whatever, 12 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
So a water bottle. So like at Sick New World, you can bring an empty one in, and then they have like refill stations that you can fill up. That is always essential in my book. Water, a vessel for
Yeah.
water.
Absolutely.
I said
I feel like
sunscreen.
yeah, I feel like shoot like picking a pair of good shoes is
Oh
always very
yeah, like
essential.
being comfortable, especially
Yeah.
if you're gonna go to like a festival that's in like the summertime. Like most of these are coming up in like the spring and summer.
Mhm.
Comfortable, like you want to look cute, but you want to be comfortable, okay? So don't sacrifice comfortableness for cuteness, okay? Because it's not worth it.
Yeah. No, cuz like the blisters or the really gross
Yeah.
sweaty feet, like absolutely not worth it. Now Casey is a Crocs gal, so we're going to start bleeding into like theme park essentials cuz she swears up and down that Crocs are the
Absolutely.
way to go. And
Listen.
mm,
Listen.
I don't want to listen.
I
No.
it is okay, I'm a croc girly through and through, but let me tell you, I up until like recently I started wearing Crocs to the theme parks, and I was like, this is revolutionary. Like I'm like the Energizer Bunny right now. I could keep going. Like my body's tired, I'm tired, but my feet are alive and ready, okay?
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying, take it from me, but Crocs for life.
I, on the other hand, I normally end up wearing Converse, which I know is a weird decision because I feel like a lot of people go, "Ew, those aren't comfortable." But I Converse for me, that's just the comfy shoe. It is. Now, I can't wear Converse at work for standing 8 to 10 hours a day, but I can wear it for like a 20-hour day at Disneyland and I'll be fine. I don't know why.
You're like, no
It's
biggie.
it the way it be. So Converse, particularly high top Converse, because then I don't have to worry about them flying off my feet. But yeah, pick good shoes. If you're going somewhere hot, you're going to want to make sure you pick breathable shoes with breathable socks, because nothing is worse than sweaty feet.
Yeah. No, that's not fun. Yeah, and also, like, clothes-wise, like, wear something comfy. Like, you could still be cute, but you're like, especially if you're going to like an outdoor festival in the summer, like you're gonna be sweating. Like, I know, like my festival's in the end of April and it's already like 100 degrees in Vegas, like well
Yeah.
over, if not. So I'm like, I need to be cute, but like very much comfy and ready to sweat.
Pick the comfortable underwear, the
Yes. Oh yeah,
comfy
absolutely.
bra, comfy undies, because I'm telling you
Oh my
right
god, there's
now,
nothing
if
worse
you
than that.
pick the stuff that you're like, this is fine, it's cute, no, listen, you are the only one who's most likely gonna see them, but also you're the one that has to wear them. Breathable. Make sure they are breathable. Don't be wearing your cute little lace stuff or your satin stuff. Cotton. Cotton, your body needs to breathe. I
I can never
swear.
understand when I see girls like concerts, I could like maybe understand wearing like heels and like
Oh
stuff like that,
gosh.
but like
Yeah.
festivals, like I've seen people at Disneyland wearing heels and I'm like, "Girl, that's
Oh,
crazy. That is
that's
crazy."
insane.
I'm like, I could maybe like understand maybe like taking heels with you to like maybe take a cute picture, but like I don't care. I don't care that much. But also
Yeah.
like people will like I know those some of those girls just want to look cute. And I'm like, that's insane, dude. That's crazy. I'll take my Crocs every day over that.
I honestly, if somebody said you could wear heels to Disneyland or Crocs to Disneyland, and that was my ultimatum, I'd choose the Crocs. Like, I
Yeah.
would never. First of all, when you go to a theme park like Disneyland or Universal, most of the time the floor at some point is like cobblestoned. So you're
Yeah.
asking to break your ankles or
Yeah. Oh
re-break
yeah.
your
We know
ankle in
and
our
you and I
case.
are not good. You and I are not good with stuff like that. Our ankles are made of
Absolutely not.
glass.
Listen, we're gonna break the ankle no matter what shoes we wear in. But if we're
Right. We're
putting
not going to
ourselves,
make it easier for us.
no. But man, heels, absolutely not. Also, most theme parks tend to be like hilly, so you're walking up the hill, down the hill. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that in heels. Absolutely not. I
No.
don't even want to
God,
walk
no.
across a flat surface in heels. Let alone, and there's gonna be people out there that go, but I swear they're so comfy. No, they're not. Stop lying.
No.
You're lying to yourself and
Yeah,
you're lying
no.
to us. Stop it.
Yeah, that's rude. Don't do that to us.
Okay, but theme park essentials, because Casey and I, we go to theme parks together. We've been doing that for a long time.
Oh, we're
Snacks,
pros. Oh,
taking your
yeah.
own
Mhm.
snacks in with you. I don't care if you go, I'm probably gonna get like a one or two snacks there and I'll be fine. Take a snack, at least a bag of goldfish or something, because you
Mhm.
will be hungry, and then you start looking at the prices of things and you go, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. I'll just starve for the rest of the day." Take a snack. Snacks are good for the
Or if
soul.
you're like me, take a bunch of snacks.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because like I feel like when we used to go together, I was always the one that had the backpack with all the stuff in it, and then Casey was just like wandering around with like a little purse. And now we've kind of the tables have
Now,
turned
yeah, we've
where
switched. Yeah.
where where Casey has the backpack full of snacks, and then I have the little purse, and I'm just like, Casey, can I put my water bottle in your
Mom,
backpack?
please. Yeah, for me, like going to a theme park, like I feel like I have to bring a backpack because like
Hmm.
mostly because I have that big ass water bottle. Like that thing is so
Yeah.
big and it just takes up so much space. But also like I again like I have snacks and I keep like, I'll put my camera in there sometimes. Like, I just feel for me, I have to bring a backpack to an amusement park, hands down.
Yeah, the camera is normally what gets me because I
Mhm.
Casey and I like to take our bigger cameras, like our actual like DSLR cameras. And I don't want to hold that all day. I also don't want to risk
Yeah.
people running into me with it or dropping it or anything like that. So that's normally what gets me, and that's normally why I keep a backpack. That's why I'm a big like lounge fly girly because it's the perfect
Mhm.
size to be my
Yes.
everyday purse, but also to still fit my water bottle and everything I need for a theme park in it. So I love me a lounge fly sized backpack.
Yes, the
But
lounge fly.
I
We
I
love them.
will say the last time when you and I went to horror nights this past year, and I just got to take my little black like fanny pack thing, I think that was the most liberating theme park experience I have ever had because I have never been a light packer in my life. And so And so to just have that little tiny bag slung around me the whole time was amazing. Also very strange, but it was great.
Well, I had my backpack and my I keep a fanny pack with me too because I like to have like my stuff in front of me.
Yep.
I go all I bring all this stuff. I also think that another thing that's super important is a battery pack,
Oh,
because if
yes.
you're like us and
Absolutely.
you're constantly like taking pictures and videos, I mean, you're going to be on your phone during the lines. Like, bring a
Mhm.
battery pack because your phone will die and then you'll be mad. You can rent them at the park, but like, bring a battery pack. Like, they're
Yeah.
cheap on Amazon.
I was about to say you can get one that can charge like the one that I borrow from my mom because she forked out, to do it for us for theme parks. It can charge two devices at the same time. And I'm pretty sure it can like fully charge like from like 0 to 100 at least once per device, if not twice. And I want to say she paid under like $60 for it. So 100% backup battery. It's not only good for the phone. I've had to use it for my camera before because my batteries didn't charge correctly. And so I didn't have any
Hmm.
battery for my camera. And that definitely has saved me a ton. You can also, like, if you have like an Apple Watch or anything like that, you can use it for that.
Yeah, they're really handy. I
Yeah.
definitely recommend getting one, investing in one, because they will save your life. Like, absolutely.
Especially if you're going to do like a really big or an all day at a park. Like, when we
Hmm.
do Disneyland, it's essential that I bring a battery pack and Casey brings a battery pack just so that we make sure
Hmm.
we can make it through the whole day. Because we are there
Yeah.
from park open to park close. And during the summer, those hours are long. Um,
Yeah.
but also, it's just good to have because there's nothing worse than needing something on your phone and then your phone goes, oh, sorry, I'm dead. Goodbye.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hmm. And we all know how essential phones are nowadays. So get a battery pack. Do it
yeah.
now.
If honestly, if you don't have one already, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have them.
Also, an essential for me, not necessarily with theme parks, but kind of just travel in general. If I take my actual DSLR camera, a backup memory card because I take a lot
Hmm.
of pictures all of the time, and I fill up memory cards very fast. So, especially because I tend to video and photograph on my camera, and video takes up a lot of space.
That it does. Hmm.
You kind of run into the same things like sunscreen, super essential. Um, I when we go to theme parks, we normally take our sunglasses because we're standing in line outside.
Hmm.
Um, and the world is just too bright sometimes. Need some sunglasses.
Oh, and honestly, if you get one of those little like fan things,
Oh,
those help too.
yeah.
For like, especially in the summertime, because like most of these lines are
Mm-hmm.
outside and you're just baking in the sun, and they don't have a lot of shade. So bring that, a hat if you can,
Yeah.
because that'll help, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Because the summer is just, whew, it's hot.
Yeah. And if you don't like hats, normally, because like I will wear a hat, but I've been into bandanas recently, and that also protects your scalp from being sunburned. So a cute little bandana looks super cute, matches your outfit,
Mhm.
but protects your scalp, which 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yes. Mhm.
Essential for both just travel in general, but theme parks specifically. Check the weather before you go. It like
Mhm.
honestly,
Mhm. Ponchos.
ponchos.
You should just get a poncho. Okay, if you ever go to a theme park, just buy a $3
Hmm.
poncho. Just do it. Just do it.
You can get them.
Because I feel like every theme park has a water ride.
Yeah, and it's normally a water ride that is like really good. Like when we go to Universal, I always want to go on Jurassic World. It's such a good
Mm-hmm.
ride, but Casey and I always end up either on the side or in the front where you get the most wet.
The very front.
I
Yeah.
literally at Walmart in the camping section, they have I think they're like $2 or $3 clear ponchos. You can recycle them or you can throw them away. I told Casey just to throw it away because if you ball it up and it's wet, then it gets moldy and then you throw it away anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but worth every penny. We came out relatively dry. We didn't. Our makeup didn't get
Yeah.
ruined, which honestly was all we wanted.
Yeah, that was the main thing. Our hair and makeup, we just wanted to like protect. And those ponchos, they did the job because we came out looking fire, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
So
Pictures on our Instagram.
so definitely if you're going not necessarily Disneyland, but definitely any of the Universal parks or Six Flags, get a poncho. Worth it.
Well, Disneyland too, because well, not right now, but they will have the Princess and the Frog
Uh
ride open
that's
eventually.
true, aka Splash Mountain. And
Yeah.
also if you go on the one in California Adventure, the big river one.
Oh, the River Rapid,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know what that ride is
I
called.
don't either. It's just one you
I
get
think I've
very
been on it
wet.
like one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always bring a jacket with me,
Mm.
like a sweatshirt or a jacket, even if it's like not cold during the day. Like especially like in like Anaheim
Mhm.
in like places like that. Like as soon as the sun drops, like it gets
Yeah,
cold.
as soon as that sun goes away, it's freezing. So definitely, even if it's just a light jacket, it's better than nothing. Or you
Mhm.
could conveniently forget a jacket and then go, "Oh no, I have to buy a jacket. How sad for me."
How
And
sad. But if you don't want to spend the
yeah,
$70 on a
then you bring a
jacket.
jacket. And also,
Yeah.
I feel I don't know if it's just because it's just Casey and I going to theme parks for the most part, but we just end up renting a locker like when we get there,
Mhm.
sticking the stuff that we don't need right away. So like our jackets, because you don't need a sweater when it's 9 a.m. and it's 90 degrees already. So we stick the sweaters and stuff in the locker and then go about our day. Because normally we will loop back towards the front of the park for whatever reason.
Yeah, we used to well, I mean, we still rent lockers, but especially like me and my mom, we used to always bring food, like not just snacks, but like because
Like a
we would
sandwich,
go
like
all the
lunch,
time, so we
basically.
would bring like yeah, we bring like
Yeah.
our lunch with us. So we put it in the locker beforehand, and then when we were wanted lunch, we just go and get it, and it's great. It's wonderful. At Universal, you can rent them for free, right? For
Yeah.
like a certain amount
Yeah, I think
of
it's like
time
a
at
2 hour.
the rides.
Yeah. I think it's two you get the first 2 hours free, both in the Mummy and Harry
Mhm.
Potter is
Oh,
normally
and Harry Potter.
where we end up
Yeah.
doing ours. I think Jurassic also has lockers, but I've never used those. I feel like most of the time those ones are closed for some reason.
That's kinda nice though, because you can put your stuff in for like, you can put your stuff in, like, if you go on the Mummy, you put your stuff in, go to the Mummy well, depending on how the line long the lines are.
Yeah.
Do that, come off, go do a different ride, and, like, you still have your stuff in the locker, so you don't have to, like, haul it around with you. That's
Yeah,
what
we
we
did that
did, I
for
think.
horror nights because we had the fast pass for everything, so we just
Mhm. Yeah.
pinballed around the lower lot with our stuff still in the locker, which was nice, so we didn't have to carry it around for a little bit.
But, yeah, I think that's all the essentials. I mean, Unless you can think of any more or our audience could chime in.
Yes.
Not right this second, obviously, but,
um
afterwards.
yes, so
Because that's how podcasts
yes,
work.
we've talked about kind of like short-term travel, but you and I both do a lot of long travel. You do a lot of
Mhm.
driving, particularly out to see me. And I do a lot of
Mhm.
flying out to see all of my friends who have moved out of state rudely. So for you, I know because you're driving, so you can't necessarily like play on your phone, but what are your kind of
Mhm.
in-car travel essentials?
Oh, I love this question. My my absolute good, like, what I always do every time I travel, I always make a playlist on
Hmm.
Spotify, or I find a playlist, or I figure out what music I wanna listen to, and then I always either have, like, a podcast ready podcaster, I'm just saying, or an audiobook, especially if I'm driving out to you because it's, like, a 5-hour drive,
Hmm.
like, I could listen to, like, a whole book in that time
Yeah.
usually. Um, I love audiobooks. That has, like, saved me so much, like, my patience while traveling because sometimes I'm like, I just wanna be there already. But that absolutely, and I always keep, like, a phone charger and stuff in my car. Again, snacks are essential because duh. My passenger princess is just a bag of snacks.
Yeah, she literally always walks into my house with a bag full of, most of the time it's just drinks because she's eaten all the other snacks, but she's like, "Can I put these in your
Yeah.
fridge?" I'm
Mhm.
like, "Yes, you can put them in the fridge."
I have to, like, travel with snacks because I get, like, bored and then I'm like, "I want something to munch
Mhm.
on." I don't like stopping, especially, like, if I'm traveling to
Mhm.
California. I don't really like stopping because I just like to get
Yeah.
there. So, like, I'll stop, like, once for gas, but I typically don't stop to get, like, food or anything. Like, I'll just bring food with me. Because like, I'd rather not deal with
Yeah.
that. So I always have, like, food and stuff with me, but absolutely, like, a playlist and if you like audiobooks, definitely Audible's definitely worth it, because I just kick it back. Well, I mean, I pay attention, but I set my cruise control on, put my audiobook on, and I just go. I do pay attention, though, don't worry.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
You fly more than you, on the other hand, you do a
Yeah.
lot more fly your friends are farther away. Mine are
Yes,
just a
yours are
state
driving
over.
distance. Although my
Yeah.
friend Tammy in Utah would say that she's driving distance, the drive to her is 10 hours, which is a bit long for me. She as a crazy person does it all the time and I'm like by herself too and I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't think I could do that. I'd much rather deal with the airport than 10 hours of driving."
Mhm.
Um but I love to fly. But here's the thing is
Me
uh
too.
normally like when I'm getting ready for a flight, I'll have like it depends how many layovers I have and how long the layover is versus the flight. So like I just got back from Oklahoma. That's only a 4-hour flight. So I had season 2 of Attack on Titan downloaded this time. But normally I'll have at least like 5 episodes of a show, a book,
Mhm.
and normally my usual quote unquote now playlist, unless I feel like spicing it up and adding a new playlist. But my body has been conditioned now to fall asleep the second the plane takes off. So I I normally end up sleeping the whole time. And I did when I went to the UK, I invested in a airplane neck pillow, which I didn't think I'd ever own one. But I did because that flight is 11 hours and I knew I was going to be asleep for most of it.
Yeesh.
Uh, but the neck pillow, as weird and like as they are, it's definitely a nice thing to have on a long flight. Like I didn't take it with me to Oklahoma. I probably should have because I had a crook in my neck by the time we got off the plane because I fell asleep. Um But I do, and here's the thing: people always have those neck pillows, and they always look like beanbag ish, like super squishy. Don't get one of those.
Mhm.
Useless. Not
No,
those.
those aren't the good
I bought
ones.
one from Target. I think it was $25, which I went, ooh, really? But it's like a memory foam, slightly like stiff.
Mhm, those are the good
Yes.
ones.
And like, man, it saved me on that freaking 11-hour flight, man. It was amazing. But yeah, normally I just have a bunch of stuff downloaded, but it doesn't even matter because I end up falling asleep. But then it's also nice because then I don't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah, I always download a movie or a show or like a couple episodes of a show
Mm-hmm.
depending on the show. Um and yeah, I'll have like a playlist. I like audiobooks too, so I'll listen or I'll bring a book usually. But I also like to sleep on like I'm a very sleepy girl. I can fall asleep anywhere in any condition, so like none of that really matters to me. Like the amount of times I fall asleep with my light on is
Oh, yeah.
insane. People think I'm crazy, but I'm like I literally just I can fall asleep in any condition as if I'm tired
Yeah,
enough.
for sure. Oh, I also a lot of times, especially because I fly so much, I like to write. So I will either bring a notebook with me, or I've been enjoying just typing on my phone. So I'll normally just sit there and write with my headphones in.
Yeah, just something to keep yourself entertained
Yeah,
because it can get like really boring on airplanes. Like, let me tell
yeah,
you, I I like that's why I like driving because like I could have like a whole concert in my car, you know?
yeah.
Like I do main vocals, backup vocals, guitar, I write my own choreography
Mm-hmm.
and I just do
Mm-hmm.
that all but cuz I travel by myself
Yeah.
usually, so I'll be like jamming. Can't do that on an airplane. I mean, you
You can,
can,
but I
but you might
imagine,
it's frowned upon.
yeah, yeah. They ask you not to do that, so
Yeah. They're like, ma'am, can you not?"
yeah. But also, like, at least when you're driving, most of the time there's stuff to look at occasionally too. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, most of
Mhm.
the time when you're
Yeah.
flying, if depends what time of the year, but a lot of times it tends to be cloudy, so you don't even get to see what's down below. There's just clouds. You're too high in the sky.
Yeah.
Makeup essentials. Casey and I both love to do our makeup. Now, well, I don't know about you. I'm just going to assume that we both, when we're like at home and we have all of our makeup at our disposal, we just like to do with whatever our soul is telling us to
Mhm.
do, whatever colors, whatever, all that mumbo jumbo. When you travel, how do you pick your makeup?
So I always pick like the absolute essentials. So like foundation, concealer, eyebrows,
Oh, for sure.
mascara.
Eyebrows. Always.
Eyeliner is an essential for me, and
Absolutely.
eyelashes are an essential for
Mm.
me. And blush. Blush is absolutely an essential for me. I feel like I look weird without blush. Um, but as far as like what I like I kind of try and figure out like what I'm doing. Like if I'm traveling, like when we go to Disneyland,
Hmm.
like we have a theme
Yes,
usually when we go to these
we do.
places. So I like to just pack stuff that I know I'm gonna
Hmm.
wear because it's hard because like I love a bunch of like I have a bunch of sparkly stuff and I'm like I can't take this all with me
Yeah.
even though I want to. I'll usually bring like a palette or two, depending on which one. But and a mirror. I always bring a mirror with me because you
Mm-hmm.
never know where you're gonna be without a mirror.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
about you?
I do the same thing. So I have like what I consider quote unquote everyday makeup. I do not wear makeup every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle that. But I have like the classic like Jamie look of foundation, concealer, a really good setting powder. Definitely the eyebrow pencil, always and forever. That is the one thing I do
Mm-hmm.
every day is eyebrows because otherwise,
Same.
it looks like I have none, and I don't like that.
Same. Mine just look weird because I have them tattooed,
Yeah.
so you can see where my real eyebrow ends and my fake eyebrow starts. So I have to fill in like the
Ah,
gaps.
yes. But yeah, I try to think of like what like makeup look I want to do. I kind of hate dwindling down decisions like that because I don't even know what makeup I'm going to
Me
do
too.
like tomorrow. So how am I supposed to pack for a trip that's X amount of days? But I normally will try to stick to just one palette, something that has, a bunch of neutrals, maybe a fun color. I know my Naked Wild Wild West palette tends to be a favorite because it has that beautiful turquoise in there if I want to be fun. But otherwise, it has a bunch of neutrals that I can do with whatever. But I try not to overpack on the makeup because I'm like, I'm not.
Me too, but I always end up overpacking.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, I half of the stuff I don't even end up using, but like, I'm like, I need
Yeah,
it. I need it, you
yeah.
know? You never
Because
know.
I'm one of those people, I'd rather have too much than forget something. Because forgetting stuff
Yeah,
is
me
literally
too.
the
I cannot
worst.
be one of those people that like, just throw things in a bag and go. Like, I'm like, I can't do that.
No.
Like, I know that I'm chaotic. Hey, can you not? Thank you. He's trying to eat my eyelashes. Um, get out of here, dude. Um, like, even if I'm, like, staying the night somewhere, I'm like, I feel like I have to bring so much stuff. I'm like, I have to bring all of my skincare and, like, I can't
Oh,
bring all of it. It's just
yes.
like, ugh.
Yeah, Casey and I are not light packers by any stretch of the
No.
imagination. Like, she rolls up to
Like, when
my
I come over, it
house.
looks like I'm staying there yeah.
Yeah, she rolls up to the
Like,
house.
5
Yeah.
bags.
She's got a carry-on size suitcase that looks like it's about to burst. At least one full tote bag plus the bag of snacks, if not two tote bags and the bag of snacks. So,
My backpack,
and
yeah. It's
most
like and I'm only there for, like, a
yeah,
night or 2 at the
yeah, I was gonna
most.
say you're normally like in California for 3-ish days max, and then you're out.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when we
Oh
get
gosh, yeah, we're
together,
not light
no. But
packers.
when we get together, it's normally like an event. We're going to Disney. We're going to Universal. So
Yeah.
we like to dress up and be creative and fun and have a good time. So that leads to the multiple wardrobe options and the giant suitcase
Mhm.
of makeup. But
Yes,
yeah, the
absolutely.
skincare also gets me too because like back in the day when I was younger, my skincare was literally just face wash and a face lotion and that was it. Like super simple. And now that I'm almost 30, my skin has
Ooh.
decided that now is the time to constantly freak out and be weird and get dry patches and oily patches and all this other mumbo jumbo. So now I have like a I would say slightly more detailed skincare routine. And like literally when I pack, I'm like, do I need all of these in between steps? And the answer is yes. So now I have to make room for the skincare.
Yes.
I'm like, ugh. That's why I try to keep the makeup to a minimum because now I gotta fit the skincare.
Yeah,
And then you
absolutely.
gotta make sure also an essential for me for travel is the reusable Ziploc bags are amazing for your makeup bag and for your skincare to ensure that nothing
Mhm.
leaks because I've had stuff
Yeah, I do
leak.
that. I always put all of my even if I'm not flying, like, if I'm traveling, I put all of my stuff in a Ziploc bag, like,
Mhm.
all of my, like, liquidy products, because 'cause I'm like,
Yes.
"That's not getting all over the place."
Mhm.
That essential, like, get, like if you have, like, a toiletry bag, get a Ziploc bag, like, to put the stuff inside of it,
Yes.
because you will need
Yeah,
one.
something always leaks. Like this trip I just came back from, I was like, "Oh, I'm all good." And then I opened the bag of liquids and I'm like, "Oh, it's kind of like moisture in here." But because I just took a shower, I didn't think anything of it. And then when I came home and I opened it, again, moisture. And I think it was my setting spray that leaked because it didn't smell like anything. So I'm like, oh, it
Ooh,
must be the setting spray. Which luckily that's not sticky or anything like that. So that was like
no.
an easy one to clean up. But I have had like shampoos leak or foundations have leaked and it just gets everywhere.
Oh my god, that reminds me of one time I was flying home from, I might have been California. It might have been when I turned 21.
Mm.
Yeah, because I lived in Oregon. So, I was like, "I'm gonna get a drink on the
Oh
plane."
no.
And Like, I got a cranberry vodka. I wasn't even drunk. I just got, like, a drink because I was 21,
Yeah.
and I literally spilt it on me within 5 minutes of the plane taking off. I was so pissed. I was so irritated, and then, like, the people behind me were so nice, and they gave, because they had a kid, they gave me a baby wipe, which I was very appreciative of, except for, however, the entire flight, not only was I sticky, I smelled like cranberry
And
juice,
baby.
vodka, and baby wipes, and I was
Oh.
like, I was like, "This is only a 2-hour flight, thank God," because I probably would not have been able to handle more, but, like, the second I got to the airport, I, like, had, like, a meltdown. I
Oh
was like,
my
"That was the worst
gosh.
flight ever," because like, you're just stuck there,
Yeah, you can't go
being
anywhere.
sticky,
Yeah.
smelling like a baby, next to these people who just already think you're dumb. They're like, "This idiot." Now she smells like baby and
Oh
cranberry juice.
no. I don't think I've ever spilled anything on myself during a flight. I've definitely dropped stuff on the floor, and then because the seats are so close together and I'm a bit tubby, I can't get it off the floor, and so I just hope and pray that it doesn't move during the flight. But
Yeah.
like I think it was there was a guy sitting next to me one time, and he's like, "Do you want me to do you want me to get that for you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be great, thanks."
Please.
Because I kept bending over to try and I think it was my headphone case, and I was like, my arms are too little, I can't reach it, and so he bent down and got it for me. But I was like,
You're like, "I'll
please.
just get it when we land, it's
Yeah, I'm
fine."
like, if it's lost to the world, it's lost to the world. At this point, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, and I don't know. I've had stuff spilled on me in the car, but normally it's not too bad. But at least when you're in the car, you can like pull
Yeah.
over and change, or you can stop somewhere and buy another shirt or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, being on a plane, you're just stuck forever.
Yeah, you're just stuck there. You're just bathing in your own stupidity.
Yeah,
It's
and
fine.
you can't get away from the people who have seen it. You're stuck there.
Yeah. They're like, "God, you're
Yeah,
dumb."
and you're just like, "Oh my god, I hate this."
Like, I just wanna be home.
Oh, we didn't talk about conventions. I go to a lot of conventions, but I mean, honestly, conventions and festivals are very much the same, except you don't
Mhm.
really have to worry
They
about the
have, like, the
sunscreen.
same rules pretty much.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
sunscreen, but I feel like for pretty much anything, I know not everybody has the luxury of having somebody who will go to a lot of events with them, but if you can find a good buddy to go to various events that you like to go to with, honestly, makes a whole difference. Especially if you are the one that's getting super dressed up and they're not. Trust me, especially conventions, like my friend Christine, who's gone with me to Comic Con and WonderCon multiple times. Um, I went as the Mandalorian to last year's WonderCon, and I had gloves on that are not touchscreen enabled. So I was like, Christine, I need you to operate my phone at all times. Need you to be my fingers. And also, I have several cosplays that have capes involved, and she was very good at basically just walking behind me so nobody else would step on my cape. Um, because when people step on your capes, it's like getting clotheslined. You're just like, it's very bad. So, the I feel like the number one essential is try and find somebody who will go with you, just so you guys can watch each other's backs, and you stay safe out there when you travel. But I think that's it for our essentials. If you have any tips and tricks, leave those down below because we would love to know. The more knowledge, the better, especially for Casey, who's going to an outdoor festival
Mhm.
in Vegas. So if you've been to any festivals in the desert, let her know your absolute essentials. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You're at the end. You might as well do it. You've obviously enjoyed it enough to
Do
do it.
it.
Um, so do that. Follow us on all the socials. We've got Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. I feel like there was another one. Maybe there's not. I don't know. I also have a YouTube channel that Casey frequently guest stars on. We've been doing some spooky games because I've had a very delayed spooky season. So Make sure to check us out there. And actually, before we go, there was somebody answered our question about their anime crushes. And I feel like that's super important to
Wow.
talk about. Also, I would like to say we are officially a weeb podcast because our most popular episode, besides our first ever episode, is our Gojo episodes.
Woo, Gojo!
Congratulations, all you weebs. So 3 people voted and have you started your One Piece journey question? 2 of you said yes, you have. So congrats to being on your One Piece
Woo!
journey. Let me know how how far in you are. I am slowly but surely getting closer and closer to episode 200, which I'm very excited about. And one of you said absolutely not. So hopefully the animation and structure of the new One Piece show will kind of get you to watch. I'm hoping that's what'll happen with Casey, because it's such a good. I don't know anime, but it's such a good show. Um, so let's see. We have Annabelle Ortega, I think is your name. It's all one word, so I don't know where the split is. But your top 3 anime crushes are, and I'm so sorry about the pronunciation of all of this. I don't know how to say any of it. She has the first one as Sero Hanta from My Hero Academia.
Okay, okay.
Her second, I should Google these while I say them because I don't know who these people are. Ah, I approve. He's cute. I like him. And then second one is Nishinoya from Haiku.
Oh,
Nishinoya.
Nishinoya. From Haikyuu.
Haiku.
I love Haikyuu. Woo! We love a Haikyuu stand. Yes! I love Haikyuu.
Okay. Cute. I had like his little blondie brown thing in the front. Adorable.
Oh, he's such a silly goose.
And then Tendo Satori from Haikyuu.
Oh, Tendo. He's got red hair.
Oh,
I like him. He's
I
funny.
love a good red-haired man.
Oh, we love a Haikyuu stand. Yes.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10. I love a red-haired anime man. And then this person, I see their username, all the name. I'm assuming it's Jalen Suggs.
Oh, it's just Jamie.
Okay, is it Jamie?
That's other
Okay.
Jamie. That's other Jamie.
Congrats. I'm like, I know this person because I see notifications, but I've never actually clicked on profile or anything to actually so yay, other Jamie has Gojo as her number 1.
Woo!
Are we surprised? No.
No, not at all.
And then the next one I'm assuming is Nanami Kento. I'm assuming is one person.
Oh, Nanami. Yeah, he's from Jujutsu Kaisen too. Mm-hmm. He is beautiful. That's a beautiful man right there.
Oh yeah, that was the one
beautiful.
with the ponytail grab, right?
Oh yes.
That everybody, including me, went feral for, even though I don't know who that guy is.
You're like, but I get it.
I get it, but I don't know who he is. And then it's Seshomaru. I don't know how to say it. It's Seshomaru. Seshomaru. I don't know. Here.
I don't know who that is. Oh, from Inuyasha, I think.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yeah, white hair. Got like a moon.
Yeah.
The forehead.
Yes. Yes. We love anime crushes.
Yes, we do. Speaking of anime crushes, I finally got my Shanks statue that I pre-ordered for Christmas. It finally released and showed up, and so I now have a Shanks mixed in amongst all the Funko Pops, and he's very pretty, and I love him. But
Yay.
yeah, I think that is it. I think I've tried to end this episode about 4 times now. But this is the actual ending of the episode. So thank you everybody for participating in our polls. We love seeing your guys' answers. And yeah, so we will see you guys in the next episode. So bye.
Bye.